There are strong devil fruits in One Piece, and then there's quite literally the Gura Gura No Mi. The ability is so absurdly powerful that the series itself labels the Quake Quake Fruit as like being a walking apocalypse. This isn't a fruit that lets someone just win the fight. It's a fruit that lets someone rewrite geography itself. Earthquakes, tsunamis, shockwaves that can crack the air itself. This power doesn't just defeat enemies, it turns entire battlefields into natural disasters. And when that power was in the hands of Whitebeard, it wasn't just dangerous, it was legendary. But what makes the Gura Gura No Mi so fascinating is that it isn't just something that has destructive capacity, but it also perfectly reflects Whitebeard himself. A man who wasn't just strong, he was also overwhelming, unavoidable, and larger than life itself. So in today's newest edition of the Devil Fruit Handbook, we're going to be breaking down why the Gura Gura No Mi isn't just one of One Piece's strongest devil fruits, but it's arguably, in my opinion, just my opinion, one of the most narratively perfect powers that Eiichiro Oda has ever created. The Quake Quake Fruit is widely regarded as one of the most destructive devil fruits in One Piece. This devil fruit grants the user the ability to generate powerful vibrations, commonly referred to as quakes, allowing them to create shockwaves capable of traveling through the air, the land, and even the ocean itself. The fruit famously was wielded by Whitebeard, and it was later stolen by Blackbeard after Whitebeard died. What makes the Gura Gura No Mi particularly terrifying is its sheer scale of destruction. Unlike many devil fruits that focus on elemental manipulation or physical transformation, this devil fruit allows the user to weaponize natural disasters themselves. Shockwaves can be projected through punches, transmitted through the ground to trigger massive earthquakes, or even used to split the air as if it was a physical object. The user can also manipulate surrounding space by grabbing the air and shifting it, effectively throwing them into a tilt where they can tilt the landscape or distort entire battlefields. Again, this shit is overpowered. The brilliance of the fruit lies in its straightforward concept. Vibrations are one of the most fundamental forces of physics in general. The Gura Gura No Mi elevates that concept to catastrophic levels. Despite the apparent simplicity, the devil fruit's ability to affect virtually any medium makes it one of the most versatile large-scale combat powers in One Piece. And the fact that this is a paramecia type devil fruit and is this strong just makes you go, holy shit. Which that now brings me to the strengths and the combat potential. The primary strength of the Gura Gura No Mi is its overwhelming offensive power. The fruit allows the user to produce shockwaves strong enough to devastate entire islands and generate tsunamis capable of reshaping coastlines. This immense destructive potential is why the fruit is frequently described as having the power to destroy the world. One of the fruit's greatest advantages is its range and adaptability. Shockwaves can travel through the air, allowing the user to strike distant targets or be transmitted through solid ground and create massive earthquakes as a result. The ability to propagate vibrations through multiple mediums ensures that enemies have very few safe zones when facing the user of this devil fruit. In close quarters combat, the Gura Gura No Mi remains just as devastating. Techniques like creating a concentrated quake bubble around the user's fist allows them to deliver attacks that send shockwaves directly through the opponent's body, bypassing conventional durability. When combined with armament haki, these strikes they become capable of damaging even Logia users, giving the fruit immense versatility across different combat scenarios. Defensively, the devil fruit's power, it can also disrupt incoming attacks by generating shockwaves that neutralize projectiles and environmental threats. Whitebeard even demonstrated the ability to create passive vibrations around himself, preventing attacks such as freezing techniques from fully affecting him. Again, this shit is overpowered. Another technique that is unique in terms of advantage is the devil fruit does have battlefield control when you look at how it can be used. By manipulating the environment itself, the user can alter the terrain, destabilize enemy formations, and create chaos that favors their allies. But like with any power in One Piece, there are weaknesses and limitations. Despite its extraordinary power, the Gura Gura No Mi has several notable limitations. The most significant drawback is the indiscriminate nature of its destruction. The shockwaves generated by the fruit afflict everything within range, including allies. This forces the user's crewmates or companions to maintain distance during large-scale attacks, which can create strategic vulnerabilities and also limit coordinated combat efforts. Additionally, while the Devil Fruit is incredibly powerful, it's not unstoppable. Certain materials or defensive techniques have proven capable of withstanding or mitigating its shockwaves. For example, specially constructed siege walls and advanced armored hockey, in particular defenses, have successfully blocked or reduced impact of Whitebeard's attacks. This demonstrates that while the fruit itself possesses immense raw power, highly skilled opponents with strong defensive abilities can counter it under the right circumstances. Another limitation is the control required to wield the fruit effectively. The destructive scale of the Gura Gura No Mi demands precise targeting and careful management. Without proper control, the user risks wasting energy, harming allies, or destabilizing the battlefield in ways that it could backfire strategically. Finally, like all devil fruits, the user remains vulnerable to seawater, sea stone, and any other standard weaknesses that are associated with devil fruit powers. And this brings me to why the Gura Gura No Mi directly reflects Whitebeard as a character. The Gura Gura No Mi is a near-perfect extension of Whitebeard's identity, philosophy, and presence within the One Piece world itself. Whitebeard was portrayed as a force of nature rather than simply being a pirate captain, and the fruit embodies that overwhelming, unstoppable aura. Whitebeard's strength was never portrayed as being subtle or deceptive. His power, it was direct, it was overwhelming, and capable of reshaping entire battlefields through sheer force. The Gura Gura No Mi reflects his character by emphasizing raw destructive might rather than precision or trickery. His attacks carried the weight of natural disasters, reinforcing his reputation as the strongest man in the world. Symbolically, this devil fruit also mirrors Whitebeard's emotional depth as well as his protective nature. Much like the quakes and the tidal waves, they can be used to destroy and reshape landscapes. Whitebeard's strength served both as a destructive force against his enemies as well as a shield for his family. His willingness to unleash catastrophic power to protect his crewmates, it reflects the dual nature of the devil fruit and the dual nature of Whitebeard himself. Furthermore, the indiscriminate nature of the devil fruit, it parallels Whitebeard's acceptance of responsibility. He understood that his power carried immense consequences, yet he chose to wield it for the sake of those who he cared for. This reinforces his role as a larger-than-life figure whose strength reshaped the world around him. Ultimately, the Gura Gura No Mi represents power at its most primal and overwhelming, perfectly embodying Whitebeard's legacy as a man whose presence alone could shake the world. Obviously, if you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing and clicking here on the left to check out more videos from the Devil Fruit Handbook.